more time. My English is shit.
Mine too.
Sorry about any mistake with pronunciation.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, we sat down with Brian to talk about band's journey, their influence, creative process, expectations for the Brazilian debut, and what it was like to craft an album that refused to be just another release. Brian, introduce yourself, please.
How's it going? Stone, the lead singer of Contortion, and really excited to get back on the road and finally make it into Brazil. We've been talking with a lot of my connections and friends in Brazil for about 2 years, trying to make this happen, and it's finally happening.
Very nice, very good. That's happening. My name is Giovanni, and this is Amanda.
Yeah.
This beautiful lady is Amanda. We are from a portal called Cogumelo em Cena. It's like a mushroom in scene.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I know the word cocomelo.
It's a little
surprise.
It's a little psychedelic, but it's fine.
I like it.
Okay. Let's start with a simple question. I will start one question, Amanda do another, and we will change the protagonist in the questions. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. How and when was Contortion born? Any fun or unexpected story from your earliest rehearsal or gigs that you are never shared with anyone?
Oh man. Well, okay, so the two-parter. So the first part is when did we start? I mean, the idea of Contortion originally began in around like 2000, maybe 2001. And went through a number of iterations and things and styles, but we kind of don't really consider the first 10 years of us doing what we did much of anything. We got a pretty solid following and made a name for ourselves, but really revamped and started this version of Contortion in about 2013.
Okay.
And I would say that it's because it was reborn with a whole new style, a new aesthetic, and a new idea behind it of the music. And as far as stories I've never told, okay.
A good one.
It's good. It's good. I've never told this on camera before. I have told my friends this.
Okay.
So on the last European tour we were on, we started in Scotland and traveled through the UK, and for some reason, like every other show throughout the UK, somebody or a group of people would essentially tell me or liken me to a guy by the name of Johnny Sins. Do you know who that is?
Johnny Sins.
Yeah, you don't know who that is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Amanda, Google it right now on your computer. Google it.
Wait.
Johnny Sins. S-I-N-S.
Sins. Johnny Sins.
I can't wait to see the look on her face. She's gonna be like, "Oh my god."
John. It's Johnny or John?
Johnny.
Johnny. J-O. Yeah, N-N-Y.
N-N-Y.
Johnny Sins.
S-I-N-S.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Her face. You see what it says?
No.
And now you know what he does? So Johnny Sins is a really famous porn actor.
Oh my god.
So, and it didn't happen anywhere else throughout the European tour, only in the UK. So only in Scotland and England. And I'm like, okay, so England is full of perverts, I guess. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
Yeah.
So
very good story. Very good story.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. Johnny Sims.
I love it.
Amanda.
Okay. What have been the biggest challenge in keeping the band active from the early days until now?
I think the biggest challenge is finding members that are truly dedicated to the art and have the time and availability to tour and travel and many of these things. So you will often see in our tour photos or our tour videos different people rotating in and out of the band, but unlike some bands out there in the world, we have repeat members. So really this band has probably somewhere around like 9 members, but not like Slipknot, right? It's just people, anybody. So the drummer and I are always on the road together.
Yes.
It's a rotate.
But it just depends on what guitar player is available or what bass player is available. And so those get swapped up consistently over the years, and many return when they have availability. They're like, I want to go there. I want to travel to England or whatever it is. And so it really just depends on who is down and who has the time. And that's the trickiest part. It makes booking tours and booking, you know, the things that we want to do very, very difficult. But it also it's great because I like it because I get to rotate hanging out with my friends, right? So it's not the same 4 guys all the time. Get to hang out with another friend on this tour and then a different friend on this tour, and so it's kind of nice.
Okay, very good, very good. What let me see again. What artistic changes do you see between false flag paradigm and the common thread?
Oh, big ones. I mean, the production alone is a huge, you can tell there's a huge difference.
Yes.
I, at the time, I quit my job and I took all my retirement money out and I put almost all of it into making that album. So it was, I think, well worth the money. But also as far as like artistic approaches, I had been delving more into like heavier sounds, a heavier approach to creating songs that had more intensity. And also as opposed to false flag paradigm, that was a very serious like collaborative with all the members in the band at the time. And actually when I started working on and finishing off the common thread, when I was really, really deep into it, I didn't really have any members in the band. So a really big chunk of that album I wrote by myself.
Only will.
But my guitar player Gene, who's in the band now, he came back into the band, and he and I worked out what I feel are some of the best songs on the record. So there are a number of songs that do have other people's influences and other people's additives into the song, but I really strove to write most of this record myself and try to make it as diverse as possible, more diverse than the last album, and then also more extreme in a lot of ways. So there's faster beats, more angry guitars, more intricate and interesting progressive sounds and approaches to it. So it's a much better and intense album.
Yeah, it's a very heavy album. I love this album.
I love to. I have to say, and good to know you producer on yourself.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's good to know you producer this by yourself.
Yes, yeah. It's I mean, I had what was fun too is so that album, the common thread had 4 different other producers and engineers that we did in numerous studios, and then brought it all together in one of those studios and finished it off. So that's how we were able to get all the songs to sound similar, even though they were recorded in different places with different people. But the other producers that helped me with some of these ideas really brought their own flavor to certain things. My good friend Adasi, brought some really interesting ideas for extra sounds and guitar parts that we didn't really originally have. Josh Gilbert, he helped us kind of reform a couple of songs that in a way that made it make more sense, because we were trying to go really progressive with some songs, and he's like, this is too much. There's a lot going on here. And so we broke down some of those parts to make it more fluid and make it make more sense. And it was really good working with everybody that we did to help bring it all together.
And you have a Brazilian in the album, Marcelo Barbosa.
Yeah, I was just talking with him today, actually.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just messaged him this.
I love him.
I messaged him this morning, letting him know that we're going to be touring into Brazil, and asked him where are you located? If we're anywhere near you, I'll put you on the guest list. Let's hang out. And unfortunately, he's in the capital. He's in Brasilia, and we're not touring there this round. But who knows? I mean, maybe he'll come and hang out in São Paulo or something like that.
Yeah.
So
yes. Oh, I love Marcelo. Yeah, Amanda is in São Paulo. I am in the end of the world. Amanda always say I live in the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Okay, Amanda.
So you have played major festivals like Mayhem and Cannot Fest. And what was the most intense show so far, and why?
Oh man, for Contortion,
Yeah.
honestly, not even the festivals.
No.
The most intense show I think we might have ever performed. I mean, we also did a stretch of shows with Crypta here in California when they were touring the US. We did like 3 or 4 shows with them up the coast, which was awesome. A lot of fun. The LA show specifically was really good, which is more or less kind of where we're from. But truthfully, probably the most intense show that we've played that was like for us was actually in Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Yeah,
Whoa.
the producer for the show, promoter guy, he did a really good job of promoting the show and getting people out there. And it wasn't a huge venue. It wasn't a big stage. In fact, when we walked in, we were like, I don't know, man, this is kind of weird. And in fact, not a lot of metal shows happen in that venue. It's mostly like jazz and stuff. And so we set up our stuff, we prepared, and by the time the bands started to play, the place was packed wall to wall. And the energy and the love and just the intensity of the audience was like, oh, I miss this. I miss that. I was so happy, and just like it was one of the best shows we had on the European tour. It was insane. It was a lot of fun.
I never think about Bosnia to this kind of of performance, but very nice to know. Whoa. Okay, contortion sounds flows between groove, thrash, and gent. How would you define the band's musical identity in just one sense? One
And
sentence.
we like to jokingly call ourselves contorted metal
Contorted metal.
Nice.
because it's everything is twisted together. Everything loops in, wraps around, and evolves from the other things, right? So it's everything twisted together.
Love it.
I love the groove of your sound. It's,
Yes.
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
it's amazing. Amazing.
Which nu metal artists or bands have influenced your sound, even less obvious ways?
I think a big band that we kind of lean in on a little bit and say, like, because when you're writing stuff, you will say things like, yeah, if we go with like this sound from this band, right? And most often I think After the Burial comes up a lot. Everybody in the band loves After the Burial. There's been a lot of conversations around kind of more heavier acts, because the stuff that we're writing now, we're in our own studio working on new songs. In fact, we just finished one yesterday.
Oh.
And we're looking to get into a big studio this winter, our winter, not yours. So a lot of ideas kind of are coming from more death metal artists. So things like Thy Art is Murder, or and it's what's interesting too is we don't find too much other than After the Burial or Meshuggah when we're trying to go like add those gent elements like we were talking about.
Yeah.
We don't really refer to a lot of other bands anymore because what we want to do is add more of that twist, song for song, not this song sounds like this band, this song sounds like this band, but rather like on the last album you have like I Am No One and Among the Stars and Failure Is Not an Option. Those three songs to us are the best songs on the record. And we're trying to go more of that direction, so where it's like progressive and death metal and gent and thrash and all in one song.
In one song. I'll mix it up.
And it's very hard. It's very hard to do that. You know what? There is another band that we kind of bring up often too, is Between the Buried and Me. So you're gonna expect the next record to be even more intense than the last one.
Okay.
We will be performing a brand new song on the Brazilian tour.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
So unreleased, unseen, unheard of. It's brand new to both the audience and ourselves. We just wrote it at the beginning of this year, and we're kind of testing it out on audiences. And it does. It hits the metalcore kind of riffs, and then some death metal speed picking blast beats. And then has the groove element that we're so well known for, but then also some like gent prog stuff, because we're doing a like 6/4 timing in the chorus, and it's really wild. It's really, really wild. But I think you guys are gonna like it.
I think I needed to go to São Paulo to see the show.
You're gonna have to, man.
I will be there.
Let's go, Amanda. Let's go.
I will be there. Yeah. He's a photographer. He's a very good photographer.
Not so much.
It is.
I have some photos of him.
Really?
Yes, with Nervo Caos here in Porto Alegre.
Yeah.
He opened for Belfagor.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice show. Okay, let's go. If you could build your dream tour lineup with 3 other bands, who would you pick?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That one, that big gig, the big show.
Yeah, so 3 other bands, 3.
Yes.
I guess for me, what would be most, because I have to think about an audience that would love what we do, as well as, you know, like because of the other bands we're playing with, right? So like you would think Metallica just because there's an audience, right? One of the biggest audiences in the world.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know that Metallica fans would like what we do necessarily. You know, we're a lot heavier than Metallica. So I would
Much more
probably
heavy.
say Lamb of God,
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
right? That's a good mix, right? It's a good mix.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I fuck Lamb of God. I mean, we already said it before, so we might as well throw him in there. After the Burial would be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
And then who would be really good on that bill? You know what? I'm going to throw a real hard curveball. Either Soil Work or In Flames. One or the
Ooh,
other.
In Flames.
I
Yeah.
like
I'm a huge Soil Work fan. I've loved them for
Yeah.
years. There's something of a personal influence for me individually, not necessarily everybody in the band, but I love that band. I think they're amazing.
Yeah. They are very good, very good.
it would be a dream.
Yes.
It's a dream lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The common 3, the features, amazing guests appearance included Marcelo Barbosa from Angra and Belisario de Musio, Cattle, the caption.
Mhm.
Decapitation.
And how, I'm sorry, how did those collaborations come about and why did they bring in to the album?
So a good chunk of the people that were guest stars on the album, I'm actually good friends with. So
Mhm.
Belisario from Cattle Decapitation, he and I used to play in another band together before he joined Cattle. And then let me think, who else? I'm friends with Riley, who used to be the singer of Elysian. So calling him in wasn't, you know, too hard of an ask. So yeah, a good chunk of these people are friends of mine or friends of my friends.
Oh, nice.
And so with Marcelo, he knows one of the producers that we were working with. And truth be told, I actually asked our producer, I asked him for Andreas and like first, because I mean, come on, Sepultura, of
Oh,
course.
Andreas.
Sepultura is a huge influence on this band. But Andreas was busy. He was occupied. He couldn't do it. So when he offered up, you know, one of the guitar players from Angra, I was like, "Fucking yeah, let's do this. Let's do this."
Very technical.
Yes. Oh, the solo he did is amazing. But yeah, on that same song that he's on, so like Henry from Brujeria, I've known him since we were like 20, 21. Like I've known that guy for 20 years or more. And then Christian Machado, I've known him for a number of years. We did a huge festival together back in like 2015 or something like that. So most of these people were my friends, and a good chunk of them wrote a lot of their own things, a lot of their own parts, especially the guitar players. I didn't show them what to play. They wrote their parts. But so a good chunk of the singers like Christian, you know, he wrote his own lyrics. Riley and I worked out lyrics together. My buddy Brian from Mower, I had already worked on the song and had all the lyrics. So he came in and adjusted a few of them, but those were already prepared for him. But everybody brought something that song specifically we wanted them for, right? So with Failure Is Not an Option, I knew that's the song I wanted Belisario on because it's so fucking heavy. And the part that he solos on is a very death metal style. And then I picked Riley specifically because I know he can do both voices. He can do the and sing also. And so I knew that he would do a very good job on that song, being able to, carry both parts. So yeah, everybody was handpicked and requested. The hardest one to get a hold of was actually Heidi Shepherd from the Butcher Babies.
Yes.
She sings on the outro for Among the Stars. And that song is dedicated to my daughter, who was a huge fan of Heidi. And originally I tried to actually get King Diamond on the record for that song because my daughter was a very, very big King Diamond fan. But he was busy in the studio working on a new Merciful Fate album. And so, talking with his wife and him, they were like, he can't do it. So my immediate next go-to was Heidi. And she was, when I finally got a hold of her through friends of friends of friends, I sent her an email and told her what the song is about and why I want her on the song. And she said, yes, I'm in. I want to do this. Send me the track. Let's hear the thing. And she was a gem. She was so sweet, so friendly, and did an amazing job. It's one of our favorite songs on the record.
Okay. Your lyrics deal with themes like resistance, manipulation, identity. How do you transform such deep concepts into heavy, catchy music?
Oh, good question. Well, with the resistance part, right? That's not too hard, right? That's how many bands have been doing that for forever. I mean, Metallica did it. Megadeth does it. It has been doing it for decades upon decades. Lamb of God, Slayer, Machine Head, Sepultura, everybody, Refuse, Resist, right? Like it has been a theme in metal for forever. So the anger and the angst fits very well. The tricky one is, like you said, the self-identity stuff, right? The ideas that come from like, I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to progress, and I'm trying to do more with myself through energetic practices or yoga or breath work and things. And that's not really like a metal thing to talk about. So what I have to do is look at it from where I came from and then briefly talk about what it's like to break out of that, right?
Okay.
So instead of saying I do yoga every day and I meditate all the time and I am trying to become a better person, instead of saying those things, I have to say things like, this darkness that's within me, I'm doing everything I can to erode that, to get rid of that, to let the decaying society around me that's influencing my thoughts, I'm trying to sever those ties so I can be an individual, so I can grow and become more and break those bonds. That sounds way more metal.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a yin yang.
Yeah. So it's all about the manipulation of the language, right? And being able to say a thing in a metal way, but it's still a positive affirmation.
It is. And it helps a lot of people, I think.
I hope so.
Yes.
Yes.
This will be your first time in Brazil. Beyond the stage, what are you most looking for to experience here?
Me personally.
No, the band.
Yes.
Oh, the band. Okay, I was like, because me, it's my friends. I get to see my friends again. Like I have friends all over the country, and I'm like, fly to I'm not coming to your city. Fly to me. Come hang out. Like I miss you. So that's for me personally. The band, I know for them because we were actually talking about it yesterday in the studio. And they are really excited to experience the culture. Top of the list, going to a steakhouse.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, that's number one.
Steakhouse and caipirinha.
Yeah, we yeah, and caipirinhas. I actually have. Hold on a sec. Let me have it here. Let me show you. This is okay. For this, I smuggled this home from Sao Paulo. This is personally made. This is a very special bottle. This is the smoothest cachaça I've ever had in my life. Yeah.
The cachaça smuggler.
Yeah. So I have a few bottles of cachaça in my house just for special occasions. But yeah, so the steakhouses, meeting and getting to expand our horizons into a new country, make new fans and new friends. And I know they're excited to see the jungles and the countryside, and immerse ourselves in the world of Brazil. That's always our passion for touring, other than playing shows, of course, is when we did our European tour, I booked and planned most of the tour personally. And so I made sure that we had a day off in Athens, a day off, or at least a moment where we could get to Venice, Italy. We had a day off in London and a couple of days in Paris. And so these we try to make that happen so that it's not just work, right? And you get to enjoy yourself and experience the world. So I know that's what
it's
they're
a
most
good part
about.
of the gig. It's a good part of the tour.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then maybe meet some girls. Who knows? That's always. Brazil has some of the prettiest women in the world. So
look, Amanda there.
I know. Example A.
Thank you.
Brazilian crowd are known for their wide energy. You personally have the experience. Nervo Caos. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the contortion part of the. Have you heard any memorable stories from other bands about performing here, or your experience performing here are the best?
I mean, so as you guys know, I'm still very good friends with Crypta, and I love seeing. I follow all of them on Instagram. We follow each other and bullshit once in a great while when they're not super busy. But I love seeing their photos and videos from Brazil, probably more than like all the festivals that they do in Europe and whatnot, because I know that there is that home pride, right? That everybody that's in that audience knows that's their band, that's their girls, right? That is, and you can see the excitement and the love and the intensity in that audience for that band. Same goes with Crisian. It's just that I know that Brazilians are very intense with their music, more so than most people. There's only one place else in the world that I've seen a level of intensity that I thought people were going to die, and it wasn't in Brazil. Only one place. And but Brazil's top 3 of like intense shows, beautiful people that just feel the music on a visceral level, and I appreciate that so much, and that's why we've tried so very hard to get there for like 2 years now.
Okay.
I hope you're excited for.
Just a question. What's the first place in that list?
So it's actually in Norway, in Oslo.
Norway. Ooh.
So I was playing this show in a very tiny, it was like underground, under this building. Nice. And it was a very small room. And these kids got so violent. The stage was only, I don't know, I would say like a foot off the ground. So like, think of your actual foot, right? Like, so it's a foot off the ground. and these kids were falling on the stage, like getting pushed and trampled on the stage, cracking their heads on the monitors. And the mosh pit was so insane. I literally thought someone was going to go to the hospital.
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
this is crazy, man. And it's just some small underground death metal show. We're not, we're not Slayer. I've seen Slayer pits. Those are intense too. This was something else. And yeah, so that was in Oslo.
Oslo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Underground.
Black metal kids, man, they're insane.
They have energy.
Yes.
Which songs from the new album are you most excited to play living during this tour?
Without a doubt, I guess so. We play 1, 2, 3, 4 new songs from this album, and then, like I said, the brand new song that's not even released yet. So of those 4, honestly, my favorite is Among the Stars.
Very nice music.
It is such an epic closer.
Yeah.
And we always end the set with that. And you just see the energy of every audience we play for. It ramps up the whole room. Everyone's like, wow, this is different. This is unique. And the song we played before that is No Destination. So No Destination is almost like amps you up because it's upbeat, it's intense, and has that whole chanting chorus part. And so you get the blood pumping, and then we just drop Among the Stars on you, and everybody loses their mind.
Well,
I love it. I love this album. My favorite one was Evolve.
Evolve, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm glad you like that.
I love Among the Stars. It's a fucking music, man. Wow.
Thank you. Both of those were very interesting to create. I wrote Evolve completely by myself, and I was trying to go for something kind of like Slipknot-esque, right? Where it has a groove, it has a pattern you can really easily get into, and then of course like a sing-along type of chorus. And we actually, knowing, because we've been planning this Brazil tour all year, and knowing that we were going to probably be performing with Crypta or Crisian, one or the other, we actually pulled it from the set. Because we were like, we're not going to play that for their fans. They're going to be like, this is bullshit. So we took Evolve out and added the brand new song, which is way heavier. With Among the Stars, I had written most of it. It started off with just that gent beat, right? And the little Phrygian lead thing, right? It sounds like it's from Egypt or whatever.
Yes.
And so I went into, at the time, our old studio with our old guitar player and tracked that. And he's like, okay, what next? I'm like, I didn't write it yet. And he's like, well, write it. And so in like the next maybe 2 hours, we had almost the entire song written. And then my old guitarist, Gene, came back into the studio with us, and he added the outro. And it made the whole thing just this beautiful, poetic, masterpiece. I loved it.
Beautiful parts.
Yeah, so maybe you'll get Evolve on the next tour. That's already what we're talking about, is what the next year, because we pick a set list and it stays that way for the whole year. And so next year we're already talking about bringing Evolve back, and we're in discussions right now with another agent in Brazil. So it looks like we'll be pulling another 3 weeks in Brazil next year.
Hopefully Porto Alegre.
I think I requested that in the list. They tried to make it 2 weeks, and I said, can we add another week, because I know I want to go here on the map. And they were like, okay, we could do that for you. I was like,
Oh.
okay, let's see what's
Oh,
up.
my man.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any pre-shows rituals? Weird, fun, inspiring before hitting the stage?
Mm, not really. Nothing. Because I'm not like a superstitious person, and I don't get nervous on stage anymore. So for me, it's mostly warm ups. You know, with my voice, my fingers when I'm playing guitar. So just the run of the mill, you know, professional stuff. I don't think. Have you guys seen videos of us performing live?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So tying my tie, I guess, is like the like making sure my clothes are clean. That's about it. Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
Very important.
Make sure my tie is straight. That's it. That's my gig.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And finally, if you could send the One Direction message to your Brazilian fans who will see you live for the first time, what it would be?
Oh man. If you love what we do, please share it. Share it with everyone. It's so important for bands at our stage, right? To have fans that don't feel like they need to keep it to themselves. Like it's this, like, no, share it, show people, because that's what helps us return. That's what helps us grow. That's what helps us get better shows and get offered to come back. You know, I tell people that all the time. If you love what we do, tell more people about it, share it, play it more often, listen to it with friends, because we're not going to be able to come back again and again and again if nobody's listening to us.
Yes.
If it's just you, you know.
Just Amanda and me listen, don't work.
I absolutely always share.
Well, Brian, that's all the questions we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, guys. It means a lot. I sincerely appreciate it.
We are a small Instagram account. We have only 1 month and a half of our account. Our portal 1 month and a half, and it's a pleasure. You giving us a chance to speak to you.
Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you when we get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very thanks.
Thanks so much, Brian. You're
All right.
See you on the road.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Keep it metal.